What's up everybody, we are back with another exotic weapons and catalyst video, and this one is on the Malfeasance exotic hand cannon, which is a primary kinetic weapon. So let's get into those weapons perks. The first perk is corkscrew rifling. It is a balanced barrel that slightly increases the range, stability, and handling speed. The second perk is extended mag. This weapon has a greatly increased magazine size, but it reloads much slower. Additionally, it increases the airborne effectiveness. The origin trait is taken predator. This gives bonus damage against taken enemies and Gambit invaders. So if you're a Gambit player, this is the weapon to be using. The next perk is heavy grip. This grip is weighted for recoil control, so it increases stability but decreases the handling speed. And then the final perk is a kill tracker for PvE or PvP. The intrinsic trait is explosive shadow. This weapon shoots tainted slugs that burrow into combatants. Additionally, stacking enough slugs causes them all to explode, stunning surviving combatants. This weapon is also strong against unstoppable champions, and what that means is that this intrinsically can stun unstoppable champions regardless of artifact mods. Now here in just a bit I'm going to show you a couple of clips, one of them without the catalyst, one with the catalyst, but it's going to show the slugs burrowing into an enemy. Now as for the catalyst, it increases the damage against bosses, vehicles, and guardians with their super active. Additionally, it gives a plus 20 to range. So this first clip is the slugs burrowing into this taken boss, and this is without the catalyst, so it averages about 113 damage. And this is with the catalyst, and it's done over 3 times the amount of damage against this taken boss. So a brief history on Malfeasance before I get into how to obtain it. Malfeasance was added to Destiny 2 with the Forsaken expansion, which released in September 2018 and began year 2 of the game, and that is also known as Season 4, Season of the Outlaw. And Malfeasance is obtained through an exotic quest that focuses on Gambit, but there has been a minor change in how to start the quest. Originally, the quest was started by defeating the Ascendant Primeval Servitor, which appeared randomly as a Primeval boss in Gambit. However, following some mechanical changes that were made to Gambit with the Witch Queen expansion in February 2022, the Ascendant Primeval was removed, so it's now much easier to start the quest, which you may have already done and not realized it. So to start the quest to obtain Malfeasance, an item called a Seething Heart will drop from your first Primeval kill or otherwise winning your first Gambit match. If you have already won a match of Gambit and you do not have this item, check the abandoned quest kiosk, which can be found in the tower to the left of the postmaster or in the helm to the left of the vault. You then take that Seething Heart to the Drifter located in the annex of the tower. He will then give you a quest called Darkness in the Light, and this is the quest to obtain Malfeasance. Step 1 of the Darkness in the Light quest is called City of Secrets, and this requires you to defeat 25 taken bosses or mini-bosses in the Dreaming City. The Blind Well public event is a great place to do this. The second step is called the Corrupted, and this requires you to complete a special version of the Corrupted Strike located in the Dreaming City. This is just a slightly more difficult version of the strike. The third step is called Business as Usual, and it is to win 10 Gambit matches and also bank 500 motes, but if you lose motes, you lose double that amount from your total banked. So for example, if you lost 10 motes, it would actually subtract 20 from your total collected. So be careful and play conservatively when you're holding motes. The fourth step is called Lights Out, and it requires the PvP side of Gambit. In this step, you have to kill 25 opposing guardians. To note, a teammate killing an invader will also count towards this part. Additionally, as an invader, you have to get 4 kills in one invasion, or conversely, a teammate can get 4 kills in one invasion, but they have to do it 3 times for it to complete this part for you. Once you've completed step 4, the 5th and final step is to return to the Drifter, who will reward you with the Malfeasance exotic hand cannon. Now as for the exotic catalyst, It took quite a while to add a catalyst for Malfeasance, but it was finally added in Season 21, Season of the Deep, which ran from May to August 2023, and that was the second season of Lightfall, or Year 6 of the game. And to obtain Malfeasance's exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from completing the core playlist activities, so that's the Vanguard Operations, Gambit, or Crucible. Once you obtain the catalyst, to upgrade it, it takes 700 kills using Malfeasance. So to recap the video, to obtain Malfeasance, it comes from an exotic quest called Darkness in the Light, and you start this quest by winning your first game of Gambit to get an item called the Seething Heart, and then taking that item to the Drifter. After you've completed the quest to obtain Malfeasance, to get its exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from completing the core playlist activities, so Vanguard Operations, Gambit, or Crucible, and then to upgrade the catalyst, you have to get 700 kills using Malfeasance. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below. Also make sure to subscribe because I have other videos like this available, and I'll see you in one of my other ones.